Are you ready?
I am now.
Hi. Welcome to Two Old Crows Homestead. This is Shelly. So, I think that I'm going to start a series on our channel that's called Homestead Experiment. So what that's going to mean is that the videos that for things that we've never done before, that's what we're going to call it. It doesn't mean that, it's something new that nobody's ever tried before. It just means it's something new that we've never tried before. And today, that new thing is going to be propagating elderberry. So we have several elderberry trees on in front of our house. This one right here, that's one, and apparently they spread on their own. I don't know, but this one right here is one. Well, you didn't see that. This one right here is one. This one right here is one. There's some of the branches. There's one back there. There's one or several like right in there, and some even down there. So I've been doing lots of research about like things that you can make from elderberries, and it wasn't until midsummer that I realized that we even had this on our property. A friend of mine not a friend of mine, it's a group that I'm in on Facebook. The people that started the group posted a post showing a flowered out elderberry, and I was like, oh my gosh, I have that right in my front yard. And I ran outside and looked, and I did that little app thing, and sure enough, that's what it was. So when the berries came on and started getting really dark, then I came out here and cut them and harvested them. But and I dried them. They're actually in a jar in the house. But I started doing a little bit of research about what you can make with elderberries, and then all of the medicinal purposes of elderberry. So elderberry can be used for a lot of things, the least of which is to help with congestion and that kind of stuff. Now, I'm not a doctor, and I don't presume to know anything like that, but I have heard lots of testimonies, including the girl that I share an office with, who say that elderberry syrup has like helped them tremendously with congestion and cough and all of that kind of stuff. So I want to propagate this, which again, I've never propagated anything, but I want to propagate this and then plant more of these around our property, especially where our food forest is going to go, as in a guild with different trees. So I have read a bunch about it, blog posts, books. I've watched several videos of people who actually this is what they do, is produce elderberries, to learn how to propagate this. And that's what I'm going to try to do today. So, okay, elderberry is actually kind of distinctive. It has a smooth bark, but then there's can you zoom in on this?
I did.
There's like these little nodes or bumps, and according to a few of the people that I watched about propagating this, once those are in the ground where those little bumps are at, they'll start taking root. So if you go out and find it, the thing that was distinctive for me when I figured out that that's what I had was they get a flower on them that actually gets kind of big and looks really lacy. It's white, and it's really pretty. It just kind of looks like a big round, almost doily looking thing because it's so lacy. And then after it flowers, it'll start developing little berries that start out, they start out green, and then they go red, and then they go dark red, and sometimes they go black, or blue, dark blue. But that's how I figured out that that's what we had. tree, and we're going to take them in the house and start this process. So, one of the things that I've learned in my research, and again, I'm not an expert at this. If you follow this video and it doesn't work, I'm sorry. I will do a follow-up video with this and, let you know if it did work. But one of the things that I learned is that you have to remember which end is up. So one of the ways to do that, if you look, can you see this? If you look at these nodes, they're kind of pointing up. And these nodes are pointing up, so this is the orientation of this. However, an easy way to remember when you're cutting these is when you cut them, make the cut at the bottom at a 45-degree angle. Slanted like that. And I did that when I cut them outside. I cut them at an angle. So that means it goes down. So I'm going to start by, I made the cut about 1.5 to 2 inches below this node. And then the next node, which is right here, I'm going to make a cut about 2 inches above that one, and I'm going to cut it off square. And that means that that's the top part of the cutting. So if you see, bottom part, cut in an angle, it's pointed. Top part is cut square, okay? So I'm going to do that. I'm going to cut this one. This is the bottom. I'm going to cut it at an angle. About 1.5 to 2 inches below this node. And then I'm going to cut it square at the top. About 1.5 to 2 inches above the node. Okay? And I'm going to do that with all of these. It's my bottom. I need to cut that off just a little bit more. Sorry. Cut this one off square. Angle. Square. I don't know if this one will work. It's kind of small, but we'll try it. We'll see. I'm going to take a little bit more off of this one. Youch. Square. Angle. Square. Angle. All right. So, if this works correctly, if I've done this correctly, and I'm not sure about this one, I'm going to try it. It seems like up here is kind of dry, but we'll see. If this works, I will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cuttings, and possibly 8 elderberry bushes. So the next step is to put it in water. That's it. Now, where those nodes are at down here, these should start forming roots, and these up here should start forming little green foliage. Some of the places, some of the things that I've read, channels I've watched, and especially people who do this, like as a business, they will sterilize these by mixing a little bit of neem oil or mineral oil or something else. I can't remember what the other one was, but a few tablespoons of that into a gallon of water, and then they'll dip these in them and let them dry. I'm not entirely sure how that sterilizes them. And then other people that I've seen do it, they just do this and stick it in water. I want to see if this works. And I have neem oil and I could do that. I just want to see if it works this way. I'm just curious. So, one of the things about this though, like you can do this and set it in a window, but you need to change out the water every couple days. You just hold them, dump it out, and fill the water, back up about halfway like that. And within a couple weeks, I'm hoping that we start seeing some growth. And that would be awesome, because that means that's free plants that I can put into my food forest. So yeah, come along with me. Let's see if it works. Hope you all have what is today, Tuesday? I probably won't have this uploaded till in the morning, because my internet here is really slow when it comes to uploading stuff. But I hope you all have a fantastic Wednesday, and God bless. See you later.